Hello everyone, this is Rita with Restyled Renewed, and I am working on this armoire again, and I am now doing the patina. So I thought I would just come on and let you guys see how this works. Now, I've already done the first coat of the copper metal paint, and it actually went on really funny. So I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm just going to go ahead and give it a try. So if it doesn't work, it's because something went wrong and I don't know what. But to get the patina, you need to spray your metal paint when it's wet on the second coat. So first you put on your first coat of metal paint, and there's two different kinds. They have the copper, or there's the bronze, and I've used both on here. So one is bronze and one is copper. And I'm going to mostly use copper so that you guys can see it shows up better. So anyways, that first coat is now dry, and I'm about to do the second coat because to get the patina, you want the second coat wet when you spray it with the patina. So that's what I'm doing now, is I'm putting on the second coat of the metal paints. So I'm just going to follow my pattern of what I've already done. Just follow it best I can. Sorry you guys, I can't look right now. I need to concentrate on getting this on here before it dries, because when you're trying to get the patina, you want the paint to be wet. So that's why I'm not looking at the camera. I've got to just concentrate here on what I'm doing. But I promise, as soon as I can, if there's any questions, I'll try and answer. And like I said, the first coat went on funny, so I'm hoping this is going to work. I don't know what the problem was, so we'll see. But it's just paint, so you know, it can always be redone. And I'm having to hold this closed here because that door swings open. Kind of tricky trying to get in here with that rubber band there. So I'll go and do the sides after, because I need to get this sprayed. Did I do that whole top? Now I don't know if I did. Okay, I gotta quickly get this sprayed because it's gonna dry. So this is the patina. No, not that. And if it doesn't patina, that means something went wrong with that first coat. It was acting really weird. Oh, I think I forgot to put more paint here. Okay, what was that one? That one was blue, so now I'm gonna do green. And I can't remember, one of them works better than the other one. I can't remember which one works better. It takes a while for it all to work. Maybe it's the green one. It takes a while. It takes a while for this to start to oxidize. It's not an instant. It's not, you know, totally instant. I'm just going to quickly try and get some paint on here. I think I forgot to put the second coat on. Okay, it's going to get loud because the garbage people are coming. Yes, this is the same one, Lisa. Okay, let me quickly spray that now. Man, that stinks. Uh-oh. Alright, can you guys see how it's, it is actually starting to oxidize. Can you see up here the changes? It's turning green and blue, and it is actually already starting to work. It's already, let me see if I can maybe get the camera a little bit closer and you can see see, it's kind of already starting to work, but we're going to leave that, and I'm gonna, whoops, I'm going to turn it now. And you know, I still have to paint all this, but that's not done until I get all the patina and stuff done. And I don't want all this dripping here because I still have to do all the painting. So I'm trying to get off all the extra, let me try the blue here. right, there's more action coming. And I'm still going to do the, I still have to come back and do the resting. Yeah, Lisa, you'll have to try it. It's pretty amazing stuff. So you can see it's starting to change more. It's really cool. But on top of this, I'm going to somehow do the, I'm going to do the resting, so I'm not done. Ooh, oh, look at this. Okay, let me show you this corner right here. Look what's happening right here. I like that. Okay. Sorry, you have to look at the messy garage. Okay, so that's that. Yes, it's copper paint. Okay, let me try and tell you now, since I'm done that section. So first I put on the Modern Masters primer, which is for the metal paints primer. I did 2 coats of primer, and then when that was dry, this is, you can't tell because of the sun. Let's see, let me try, I don't know, here. Modern Masters Copper Oxidizing Paint, which is what I'm using. You put on a coat, and I just, with a paintbrush, just kind of see, you can see where I did the strokes. Little brushes I was using. And you just bring the copper paint however design you want. And then you need to let that dry. And then I'm coming back now with my second Modern Masters copper coat. And you need to spray the patina when the copper paint is wet. Here's another one. I also had some of this on there too, bronze metal paint. So let me move around now. Let's let that do its action. And then for the resting, you use, oh, I showed you the wrong one. That's the bronze. For the resting, you have to use iron paint. So this is the iron paint. And to get resting, you use iron paint, and then you use, let me find it, Rest Activator. There you go. But that's afterwards, because it's the opposite with the resting. With the resting, you actually want the second coat actually has to be dry. It cannot be wet. So it's a different process when you're going to do the resting. Let me try and scoot back here so you can see. Okay, now I'm going to start getting the paint on, so I have to concentrate on that. And I think this time I'm going to use some of my bronze paint with the copper. So I'm just going to go over where I have the first coat. I'm going to try to follow what I already was doing. And I will come back later and answer your questions. There's a big blob right here. Oh, there's a hummingbird. Oh my goodness, he was like right by the phone. There's a big blob there. I'm just going to leave that blob and see what happens to that blob when I spray it. So we want this wet, so you kind of have to work quick and you know, pay attention. Because if this dries, if this second coat dries, the patina isn't going to work. Sorry you guys, I know there's questions probably, but so I'm just tracing over where I already had my first coat of copper and bronze. I'm trying to follow the same pattern. Here we go. Now there's helicopters going by. This is actually green. It does look blue, but it's a green patina. The blue patina doesn't seem to, I have trouble getting the blue to work. There's that big blob. Let's see what happens if I spray that well. Okay, I'm going to, the front here is really changing, so I'm going to bring you guys around and show you the front again, because it has really changed from when I turned it. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Where did my towel go? I just don't need this dripping down because I'm still going to be painting this. So just try to get in there best you can to wipe. And it's kind of pooling down here at the bottom. Okay, so let's let that work, and I'll see if I maybe need to spray some more, but let's let it do its the action here. And I'll turn this around, and I want you guys to see what has happened in the front in the last few minutes. Okay, you ready? Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Ta-da! Look how cool that looks now, you guys. See how it's all changing? Where is my green? I'm going to spray this a little bit more and see if I can get that. I'm gonna come in and do quite a bit of rusting here in this section here, but I can't do any rusting until everything is dried, because the rusting is done in a different way than the patina. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that cool? Can you see all the colors? There's greens and blues and all sorts of colors happening. Okay, let's turn it now and do the other side. Let's see if I can turn this. Okay, it gets stuck here on the... I might have to do a little bit more on this other side. Spray. Look at the difference there. So that's the patina, and this is just the paint without patina. So this is just the copper. It's got no patina on it. And I'm going to now put on the metal paint. I'll do a little bit of bronze paint first, and you have to make sure you buy the metal paint. You don't want to use just plain copper paint. It has to be the oxidizing. It has to be the oxidizing. Oops, that's the wrong one. Where's my bronze? Oh no, that's right. Bronze. It has to be oxidizing paint. Okay, now let me get the copper. So this is my second coat. It needs 2 coats for this to work. Your second coat has to be wet. I promise you guys, if you're asking me questions, I will come back and answer them. You have to concentrate when you're doing this. And sometimes it looks natural, and sometimes it looks, it doesn't look all that good. So you want to try and make your strokes kind of natural, drippy look. But that's not always easy to do. You think it would be, but it's not. And this side is going to look different from the other side. Yes, I did. I used the primer, Metal Effects Primer, Modern Masters Primer. That's what I started out with. On top of this blue chalk paint, I used the primer for the metal paint, and I did 2 coats of the primer. Okay, let's see if this is going to work, and then we'll go around and look at how the other sides turned out. So I've got green and blue. They're both, the green patina is blue, and the blue patina is green. Don't ask me how that works. And the blue patina, for some reason, doesn't really work blue. I wish it did. But the green patina does turn it really green. All right, let's let the magic begin. Okay, right here, it's not going on, so I'm just going to spray it a little bit more. Sometimes you have to help the flow that's happening. There, let's see if that works. All right, let me get a towel. And I don't really need all these drips here because I still have to paint over this bluish, greenish color. I'm not done painting, so I don't really need all these drips coming down. that might affect the paint. So I need to get rid of them. Now, if I was done painting, I could just let it drip down if you wanted that, you know, drip like that. But I'm not done, so. Okay, if you guys want some really good cloths, these are really good. These are lint-free rags. They're like little towelettes. You can get them at Home Depot. All right, I'm gonna turn this now. I think I'm just gonna let that work, and let's see how the other side looks now. So here's the front again. It's still working. There's still things happening. There you go. Can you guys see? There's the front. So I'm still going to come in and do resting over top of that. Still working. I love what's happening right here. This here looks amazing. So right here it didn't take. So let me try spraying that a little bit more. You can't really come over though this. You can't really come back and do the same thing once it's dry. That's kind of the bad part. So this right here I think looks amazing. I love this. Okay. I think I forgot to spray down here. Let's get that sprayed. Alright, let's turn it and see what the other side looks like. See where I'm touching. So there's that side. See, look what's happening here, you guys. Isn't that incredible? Look at that. I just love that. I love that. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to do the rusting. Once it has to be totally finished, so I'm going to wait a day or so. And then with the rusting, I'm going to use iron paint and rust activator. What happened to it? Rust activator, and this has to be dry. This is the opposite. You don't want it wet when you spray your iron paint. You want it actually 2 coats dry, and then you spray your activator. So it's the opposite. So that's it, you guys. That is how you patina. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Okay, let's turn it again. And I'm going to take the camera off and kind of come up close here so you guys can see it better. Let me turn the camera around and see. Okay. Thanks, Queenie. I'm hoping it does turn out amazing. Okay, can you guys see? So it's still working back here. Still action is happening. It's not done. That's the one I just sprayed. And then when you come around, you can see this one is closer to being finished. Right? It's a little bit more dry, but not yet done. And then when I do the rusting, it's gonna look very much like this right here. Okay, right here, see this right here? Right here, this is my favorite area right here. I love that. Let me turn it, because probably if I go in the dark, you might not be able to see. And then this is the other side. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And I'm still going to paint. I still have to, this is that old paint that I was doing the other day. So I still have to come back and paint over that. You know what, now that I see this bright green here, I actually might bring in a bright green color onto this somehow, because I am really loving that bright green. So there it is. That is, that's Patina, and let me show you. Okay, so I did 2 coats of the primer. Can you see? Metal Modern Masters primer. Let me try to turn the camera the other way. Metal Effects primer. And then I did copper paint. Metal, you want it oxidizing copper, not plain copper. Bronze paint. And then I did the Activator. Let me find it. Blue Patina Aging Solution, Modern Masters Blue. Green Patina Aging Solution. And then when I rust, I'm going to use the rust paint, Modern Masters Rust Iron Paint, and then I'm going to put on the rust activator, which the iron paint has to be dry, not wet. So that's it. And then you seal. If you're going to seal it, they make something like this. It's called Permacoat Extreme Metal Effects Sealer. Or you can seal with something else. So that's it, you guys. That's what I'm working on. I still have lots to do, but I wanted to show you how you patina. All right, thank you.